Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chocobo Dash. I'm one of your hosts, Elliot Lefebvre.
And I'm one of your other hosts, Nell Celestine.
We've got a bunch of little stuff to talk with you all about today because, as you probably know, we haven't gotten a big patch again. We are no longer quite right in the throes of anniversary fever, and if you have put off taking part in the Moonfire Fair or the anniversary event, you'll want to get on that very soon because both of them are ending on Monday next week.
So by the time this episode comes out, you'll only have a couple of days left. So yeah, chop, you want to get on that, especially since there is 3 furnishing items for your house as well.
Yep. So if you're looking to pick those up for your personal housing when it comes out in 2.38, you'll want to do that quickly.
So we've got a small selection of topics and a little bit of community news. But why don't we start with some of the smaller stuff and jump into a little bit more of the bigger topics first.
Sounds good. Do you want to kick us off?
Sure. There was recently a mention on the forums from some of the devs that they're in 2.4, there will be some new accessories. That's rings, wrist, neck, and earrings that are blank, which means when you glamour them over your current equipment, you won't have visible accessories on.
Which is, I mean, on the one hand, it's nice. On the other hand, it would be really nice to have a toggle option as opposed to having to use up a glamour prism every time you want to hide a particularly ugly piece of jewelry.
Well, to be fair, we've been asking for it, and I've been hoping that, pugilist fists, invisible pugilist fists, I'd like to actually punch something, not use these weird claws and knuckles that if you look at them and the way that your character holds them, there is no physical way that they would punch normally.
Yeah. But, that's kind of the Final Fantasy thing. Your Paladin Relic looks like a cricket board, but it still works as a sword.
Hey, it would work as an actual sword, but looking at like the bone horror, when you hold that, the knuckle part of that is a good 4 or 5 inches away from your hand. You try to punch that, and as soon as you impact something, that thing's going to loop down and hit your forearm.
Probably, but again, it's Final Fantasy. None of it makes perfect sense as it is. So, but I would like to see, more blank items for people who would like to, not be displaying their person, I think we should go not just pugilist weapons, but also, blank hand pieces, foot pieces. Heck, if you want to walk around shirtless, you should be able to do that too.
Yeah, I suppose. But it is good and it is a start, but
yes.
Why don't you jump into our next topic then?
Okay. Well, we also got a developer blog recently where we've had a sneak peek at some Makote hairstyles that are coming out, including some more long options. Now, for those of you who remember, right about when 2.0 launched, that was a particularly sore spot for Nell, as there were no long hair options for Makote. Nell is wearing the one longish hairstyle that Makote have now, but we are getting a couple
There's
of
two.
other
There's
ones.
two at the moment.
Well, there's a couple of longer ones. Yours is the longer one. I think the other one's a little shorter.
There was another longish one just came up just before this one. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be able to finally get something, and more than one something that is not just a freaking ponytail.
And I think part of the problem is just it's a little hard to... Makote hairstyles take a little extra work because they have to accommodate for the fact that there's no ears on the side of the Makote's head. They're cat ears.
Yeah, I can understand that. But at the same time, I don't care if there's a little bit of clipping on with the hair and the armor. So if developers want to go with some longer hair options, go for it. That's my saying. I mean, try to make it work, but if it's going to clip, it's going to clip, and no armor is going to be perfect.
Yeah, but they are coming, so we can be happy about that. So...
Speaking of things that are coming, though, FanFest is drawing rather near. It's like, only about 6 weeks away?
Yeah, something like that. A little more than a month right now. The Tokyo Game Show is also coming up very soon. We just recently saw that there is going to be more stuff for 14 going on at the Tokyo Game Show, including...
Unlike PAX.
Yeah, although they did have those Fat Chocobo headbands, which I wish I'd gotten.
Yeah, they had Moogle ones too, but the Fat Chocobo one was great with the Gestalt green little circle. That was cute.
Yeah, but Yeah, unlike PAX, there will be, the traditional primal challenge, complete with random servers getting dodo earrings if the challenge has successfully taken it out.
Now, I wonder if they're going to do 2 sets of earrings, because remember last time when they did the challenge, within the first day, all the servers already had the bomb earrings, so they had to do the cactar ones.
Well, they said the cactar earrings are going to be in there too, but they haven't. Maybe it'll be a new design. They haven't said it yet. But we do know there should be cactar earrings too.
Well, here's hoping that it's not just cactar, but dodo and maybe something else as well. Maybe tomberry earrings, like the little daggers hanging down.
I'm just happy to have, dodo earrings. They're such a part of... Dodos are such a part of this game. For if you've been in 1.0, there's something magical about dodos, isn't there? For those of you who did not get a chance to play in 1.0, dodos were sort of the scourge of worlds.
When the calamity was coming, I said I would be completely and totally happy if the dodos did not survive.
However, they did, but they are far lesser in number now.
And they're far less gross, thankfully.
So
I'm sorry, I have to talk about it right quick, because you brought it up.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, the dodos used to have 4 very disgusting volatile attacks. They had a throw-up move. They had a sneeze move. They had a fart move. And what was the third or the fourth one? It was
rancid belch.
Yeah, there was barf.
Yep,
sneezing.
barfing and belching were distinct.
Oh yes, there was burping, sneezing, belching, or burping, sneezing, throwing up, and farting. Each which would give different status effects.
Yep.
It was so gross.
And they would ruin you. That was the part that always really got me. It wasn't so much that they were doing all these gross things. I mean, this is a game with more balls. We know that's coming. But it was the fact that especially even into the mid levels, you would run into dodos and they would destroy you.
They were so gross.
And now you can wear one on your ear.
I will do the same thing as I did with the minion. I will take it out, wear it once, look at it, and then stuff it away and never open it up again.
I'm going to have to start wearing that all the time just to screw with you.
You evil, heartless person.
Yep.
Who's going to invest in that? Huh?
Well, hey, what are you going to bring me? What would you be bringing me back? A Moogle suit? Okay, moving along.
Sorry about that. We went off on a little bit of a tangent there.
I hope that's all right. Also, if you haven't checked the site recently, the winners of the anniversary video contest have been announced. So there's an official thread for that, and you can see right on the front page they have the winners listed.
One of my friends actually won, so congratulations to him.
Which is awesome.
Yep. So, congratulations on your Mandy necklace. So, couple of other things that we did notice on the forums for more of a community-based news was there is a huge Chocobo die research topic.
Yep, people have been doing a lot of research, and one of the things that I found most interesting was that people have... What the original understanding was that the fruits basically acted as a RGB slider. What people originally thought was that, one fruit moves green up, one fruit moves green down, and like that. But what it appears to be, and this is why it can be kind of touchy trying to get exactly the color you want on your Chocobo, it looks like, for instance, something that that deepens green also... It doesn't just increase the green value, it also decreases the value for the other two colors, and vice versa. So there's actually an interplay, which is why, for instance, to get a white Chocobo, you really have to feed it enough. You need to feed it a lot of fruit to kind of balance all of the color slides out.
Oh god, that would explain why my Chocobo became an accident, but it's still a nice color. I was aiming for a lovely sky blue. I got gloom purple.
Man, that sounds nice. Gloom purple sounds nice. It looks good on birds.
It looks really good with the Dragoon armor, though.
Yeah, I haven't played with it too much yet, but the purple birds seem to be really pretty. There's some really nice pink ones out there too.
I have not seen any pink birds.
Really? I've seen a bunch of them.
I've seen 2 whites and various assortments of red.
Red's definitely the most popular among them. I think more people want red, and blue is behind that.
Yeah, I have seen a couple of blue.
But so, if you are looking into how to dye your Chocobo, and you haven't done it yet, or you're still thinking about it, take a look at the forums. There's a lot of research. There are a lot of people who are working hard to figure out exactly how to get the results that you want with a fair amount of reliability. The other thing that was interesting on the forums that I noticed, and this is the point when our cameraman starts staring daggers at me, is there's a whole discussion on the forums about whether or not we will see one of the most iconic abilities of Ninja from Final Fantasy XI when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, Utsusemi.
Nope. 10,000 nopes. Nope on a chain. Nope. I'm out of here. Done. Hands up in the air. Done. Nope.
While Nell's being super helpful, for those of you who did not play 11, Utsusemi was the ability that turned Ninja into a tank. Essentially, it allowed Ninja to automatically evade a certain number of attacks that were directed against it. People figured out that with the higher form of Utsusemi and against slow-hitting foes, you could basically turn the Ninja invincible because nothing would ever connect with it. Now, obviously, that's not going to be the case in Final Fantasy XIV, both because Ninja is not selected as a tank class, and because Final Fantasy XIV is a very different environment from Final Fantasy XI in the first place. But people did have some interesting speculation on whether or not Ninja would be getting Utsusemi, and if so, what we could expect to see, like how it would work and what the mechanics would be.
If Ninja gets Utsusemi, I can see it being something similar to Featherfoot that Monk gets, which would be an increased evasion. Except with Utsusemi, I would see it probably being guaranteed dodge for the next one attack, lasts for, say, 20 seconds and has a cooldown of a minute.
That's what some people have speculated it's going to be tied to the little ninja hand symbols, so that you're going to basically have it. You can, if you use it, you will be trading a momentary dodge for a damage cooldown, with the idea that, you know, for instance, just to use Tamtara hard mode as an example, you could say, okay, well, Red Wedding isn't going to hit me, so I'll take the slightly decreased damage for that. Other people have said it's going to be an emergency cooldown like Featherfoot or like Keen Flurry on a Lancer/Dragoon. Other people have said it's not going to be in there at all because really it doesn't serve the same kind of purpose anymore.
Well, we'll see when the job actually comes out. It's all pure speculation until that point. It is good theory crafting to try to guess what kind of abilities the job is going to get. Just don't get disappointed if it does or does not have the ability. And if it's not working properly, make sure to provide proper feedback on the bugs and the job form, so that way Square can help balance the job properly.
Exactly. We don't know. While we've seen Ninja and we have some reason to speculate about it, we don't know how the job's going to play just yet, and we don't know what it's going to be like. So please look forward to it, but don't get disappointed if what you looked forward to is not exactly what you receive in the end.
Exactly. It's good to get hyped about it, just don't let the hype influence your opinion of it.
Very true. So I think that's most of the topics that we have for this week, unless there's something else you would like to bring up now.
No, but I do have 2 shoutouts I have to make for today. Okay. That would be Amara and Karn Omshford. I can't remember what server you are on. We were doing a Tom Terra dungeon this earlier today, myself and a friend of mine, and I got disconnected partway through the dungeon, but for some reason, it kept me in the dungeon for a good 20 to 25 minutes and would not let me back in the game. And they were really nice enough to try to help me get back in. They were feeding some ideas through my friend who was still in there. Unfortunately, they did have to eventually kick me in order to be able to continue, but I did promise a shout out, and there will be a screenshot on this episode. So thank you again for your kindness, and I promised a shout out. Here it is.
And that's great. I mean, generally I've found people are pretty good about helping out others and being cool when it comes to technical issues in a dungeon. So I was
Especially
not
with
there.
ones that are beyond your control.
Yep, I was not there, but I will second Nell's shout out. So, as always, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can leave us feedback either via Twitter or in the comments below. I'm Elliot_Lefebvre.
I'm Nell Celestine.
And you can also leave any suggestions, comments, feedback down there. You can also leave it in the Lodestone topic that we have or via Twitter. We will also check on comments in the Mog log or where it's posted elsewhere. But the fastest ways to reach us are in the comments down below and via Twitter or via the Lodestone. So, as always, please give us any feedback, positive or negative, anything you liked, anything you didn't like, anything you'd like to see more of, any suggestions, complaints, whatever floats your boat. We're doing this for you guys, and we're happy to keep doing it. We want to make it the best show that you can enjoy. So, as always, I'm Elliot Lefebvre.
And I'm Nell Celestine.
Bidding you adieu.